Um, Today's meditation, and when I asked basically who wanted to come in and what I'm supposed to center it around, it is Saint Joseph, and I'm supposed to center it around the divine masculine. So as I go through the different chakras, we will include every single anything that I hear that Saint Joseph, wants me to share. But it's the Saint Joseph. I got a very much of a deeper respect for him when I read the book. I continue to reread Anna, Grandmother of Jesus, and it's a channeled book. She came into a gal called Claire Hartsong. Let me, do I have the recording on? Yeah, I do have the recording on. And in the book, Anna talks about the fact that he was much more than what he has come down in history as a simple carpenter. He was more like an architect. He not only did he have beautiful carpentry skills and beautiful woodworking skills, he could make custom furniture, but he also could lay out cities. So he was more in the neighborhood of an engineer and an architect. And so this is by far different than the view of him that we are commonly given of Saint Joseph. And he also is the patron saint of fathers, because he was the the father of Jesus. Some of his other past lives include Noah of the Great Ark, Saint Germain. He's the future life was Saint Germain. Another past life was Christopher Columbus. Another one was Roger Bacon, and there was one more that was important, but seems to elude me. But throughout history, he took some very important roles and everything. So we'll see what comes in today for us for this. And in every respect, just know that you are to effectively look at balancing the masculine with the feminine in every single chakra that you're going through and everything. So we'll start with the prayer of connection. So very gently close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and exhale. Dear Mother, Father, God, divine, infinite spirit, source of all that is, I ask to be connected to you, to my higher self, and to the higher self of everyone here present. I ask for the assistance of the angels, the archangels, the ascended masters, the Reiki masters, but most especially Master Jesus, along with Saint Joseph, his father, his earthly father, Master Buddha, Master Kutumi, Saint Francis, Saint Germain, Saint Gabriel, Saint Raphael, Saint Michael, the Blessed Mother, the Divine Feminine, Mary Magdalene, Moses, Metatron, Melchizedek, Mohammed, and Kuan Yin. I ask that we be cleared, centered, aligned, balanced, and grounded, and that whatever come in for each of us or our intercessions, we also ask that this healing be shared with every single one of our personal intercessions, including the intercession of Julie Jin for her grandmother, her mother, So I ask for the assistance of the great rays, the lords and masters of the rays, the archangels of the rays, and Metatron and his healing angels. I ask all of this in the name of Jesus the Christ and in the name of I am. And as we move our attention, let us begin with the root chakra and move into the root, into a beautiful red ball of energy, and balance that beautiful red light with both masculine and feminine. And let us watch as the red light expands, expands, expands as it moves our energy down into Mother Earth, and it gathers light from Mother Earth and becomes a central fusion with Earth energy. Mother Earth supplies 50% of who we are, of what we need to utilize to become the energetic beings to fulfill our life purpose. We come here rooted in Mother Earth, and we stay rooted to her through our intent. And now we move that universal life force, God's energy, the energy that we bring in to our life through our intent, and we pass it into our sacral, and we grow a magnificent orange ball of light. And we see that orange ball, which is the seat of creativity, one type of creativity. And we recognize that there is a masculine portion as well as a feminine portion to our creativity. And we accept both. And we bring and invite both into our sacral. We take the light, that brilliant orange light, and we look upon it with gratitude. Gratitude for being the energy center that it is, for allowing us and giving us so many creative ideas that we can choose to act on or not as we choose. But ideas that are presented to us. And Saint Joseph would like to remind us that sometimes that push to react upon that which is given to us that we think we cannot accomplish, that we turn to the masculine side and just ask for the leverage that comes with the strength of the masculine. However, that leverage needs to be used, however it shows up for us. Sometimes that leverage comes in the form of tolerance. Tolerance for the foibles of man. Tolerance for the slowness with which society responds to crisis. Whatever form we need the masculine to appear, it is there for us. And now we take the universal life force, God's energy, and move it into the sacral. And as we approach the sacral, we see the brilliant ball of yellow light that the sacral is. It shines as bright as the sun, and yet it is within us. And along with the sun, we watch just as the sun shoots out solar flares into the atmosphere. Our solar plexus, our solar plexus shoots out strands of energy that connect to our etheric fabric, the template that we build our body around. And we take the portions of the etheric fabric and smooth it out from side to side, all the way up our body and all the way down our body. We smooth the etheric fabric. And then we go from top to bottom and we do the same. We smooth the etheric fabric as we run our hands across the lines. And we look for any tears, any folds, any crinkles. And just smooth them out. And our solar plexus also, as the energy of the sun, we ask for the balance of the masculine with the feminine. Because our solar plexus, the energy coming from it, deals so much with our mental thinking, and our mental is aligned with the left brain, the logical side of ourselves. And we ask for the unity of the right brain to come in to harmonize and balance with the left brain. and we move our universal life force, the life force of God, the energy of God, into our heart. And in our heart, we have two colors. We have the green of healing, the green that Saint Raphael brings to us. And we have the pink of tenderness, of love, of compassion, of mercy that the divine feminine brings. And there is an example of a crystal on this earth that actually shows these two forces, these two colors in one crystal. It is called watermelon tourmaline. And it is a beautiful example of the heart chakra. And we need both. We need the masculine of the healing as well as the feminine of the love and the tenderness and mercy. And we ask that our hearts radiate out throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout our life, into everyone that we cross, that our hearts radiate this combined energy of the masculine and the feminine to every single person we run, place, or thing that we run across, so that we are a beacon of light that soothes and harmonizes and blends. And as we walk through life, radiating our heart energies throughout our days, our weeks, our months, our years. We also ask that the hearts of those who are closed to the heart energy be open so that they too can find a better way to live, a better way to act, a better way to respond, a better way to be on this planet. This is such an incredibly beautiful place, but it is a very dense place. And it is only through the passage into the heart that you can access the higher chakras. Your heart must be open for you to be able to get any benefit from the throat, the third eye, the crown. And we ask that the fullness of our heart, no matter what it is that is given us to accept, no matter what our journey is, no matter what we have come here to accomplish, that we give others an inkling of what is possible for them through our words, through our deeds, through our actions. And now we move into the throat, into a brilliant ball of blue light. And the throat is where we speak our divine truth, is where we align with everything that is divine within us. That we are able to verbalize the divine within us without others feeling like we are encroaching on their right to hold on to whatever beliefs they have. But we give ourselves the right to speak our truth. We tap into courage, the courage that comes from Saint Michael, the courage that it took to even incarnate into body on this planet. There are many souls that watch us that do not have the courage to come here. They feel it's too hard. And we know that yes, our challenges are great, but our soul is, and our spirit has on some level agreed to meet them. And we know that we can bring in the divine masculine every time we need an extra boost of strength and courage to meet what faces us. And we thank Saint Joseph for reminding us of that. And we ask for any blockages that may be holding us back from speaking our truth be removed, eliminated, dissolved, so that we freely and willingly accept our roles to be who we came here to be. And now we move into the third eye, and we see a purple ball of light, an indigo ball of light, which reminds us of the indigo that is present in lapis lazuli, the royal stone of the pharaohs. And we know that in some lifetime, in some century, in some culture, on some continent, we too chose to be a royal. And we too had the fate of a group of people in our hands. And we ask that only the highest wisdom come through us and be available to us and be open to receive those messages from our guides, the angels, the archangels, the ancestors, the ascended masters, those beings of light, the ETs, all the planetary beings that align with the highest being of all, that we be under that influence. And we ask for the courage of and the wisdom of Solomon to make the right decisions when we are faced with doing something that we're not sure we're capable of doing. and we move into the crown. And in the crown, we have our 1,000-petal lotus. We have no division between masculine and feminine. We have a perfect combination of both. And we experience our complete alignment with every beneficent characteristic that is available to us as human beings. And we thank this glorious being, Saint Joseph, who came here in so many different lives, in so many different forms, to be the very generous leader of this meditation. And we ask for the universal life force that radiates from the crown to come down over us in 360 degrees and envelop us in a perfect egg shape. And then we ask that the energy turn under our feet, come back up through us, go back up through our crown, flow down our bodies one more time in 360 degrees. Come back under our feet, turn, come up our spine, and flow one more time in perfect unity, in perfect harmony, and perfect love. And we thank the angels, the archangels, the ascended masters, the Reiki masters, our ancestors, any beings in light, but especially Saint Joseph, for the privilege of gathering together for healing for ourselves, for our intentions, for Mother Earth, for all that need it, for any reason whatsoever. Namaste. Amen. So, thank you. All right. I think this time when I call on you, if you want to share anything else that has happened to you, I know we didn't meet last week and I totally apologize for that. I had, once I leave town, it's like I'm gone. I don't even realize it's Sunday and everything. So I never received Melvin's message. But anyway, I'm so thankful that you are here. And Melvin, I know your name is Alice Jones, but we all know who you are. So if you'd be kind enough to share anything you wish, that would be great.
Well, I'm grateful that we come here together in this moment in time because it feeds me in ways that I believe I know and many that I don't know, and it causes me to move through space and time, feeling like that protective fences around me and be in a more focused state of consciousness instead of a reactive state of consciousness.
Excellent. Super.
And I'm growing into the new thing for myself of leading a focused life. And I thank everyone for their understanding from last Sunday. I also know that as I'm getting older, it's okay to let some things sit aside, because I've been used to being snap and popping, having my stuff together and T's crossed and I's dotted. And that being stated, I was thinking like, well, I can travel and then I can stop and I could log in. However, for security purposes, the system knows that I was logging in from another place that I don't usually log in, which in turn needed your code. So
Yeah.
um, I'm grateful for today's prayer, and I will stop there and let the source fill in the gaps.
Thank you. Thank
Thanks.
you. Great. Thank you, Melvin. Brittany.
Hi, everyone. So
Hi there.
this is my first time here today. And it's kind of ironic how I was led here. I was going to go get food, and I saw sunflowers are very significant to me. And I saw a crystal shop where it has sunflowers on the outside of it. And so I walked into the shop, and I noticed that they had crystals that were Reiki, and I have recently decided to become a little bit more consistent with my Reiki practice and wanting to take it to the next level. So it prompted me to ask the person that was working there if they knew of any Reiki practitioners, and they mentioned your name, Alice. And so as the reason as to why I am here today. So I am very grateful to just be able to be here and share space with all of you, and just welcoming something new into my life. I'm living in a very uncertain period in my life where I just kind of don't know. So I'm just surrendering to the unknown and following all the signs that have been given to me.
Super. Wonderful. Well,
thank you.
Thank you for being here. Thank you. And Ray. I love your name, Ray Shine. It's like, to me, it translates into sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll have to unmute yourself.
I was on mute. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, my full name is Aurora, so Ray Shine is just kind of the shorter
version. Right.
Yes, thank you. Wow, thank you so much for today. I definitely needed it. I'm also in kind of like an uncertain time. It's like I know that things are changing rapidly, and so it's nice to get centered and grounded and to clear out, get out of your head and clear out some of the heavy energy. And the divine masculine was right on time, because that's part of my challenge right now, or that. And then of course, moving forward. So clearing that and re-encouraging that was right on point. So I'm just so thankful, and I'm so glad that you're okay. And
yeah, me too.
And glad to share space with everybody. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Ray. Appreciate it. But I love your first name, Aurora. I also love that. So anyway, all right. Barb.
Yes, I came with the intention to include in the healing. Molly, my daughter's partner, lost a second brother yesterday since March. So that masculine energy, I was just really happy when you mentioned that, the divine masculine. And I also sent Damien on his way. So he's now sort of homeless, but he's got to make it. And all that masculine energy, it was really helpful for me. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Christine.
Good morning, everyone. So first thing first that came up for me, which I have no idea why, was like soon as you asked us to close our eyes, I had a vision right behind my eyelids of like what appeared to me as like Frankenstein.
Wow.
And he stayed with me throughout the prayer and start of the meditation. And then he came back in again, like when we were in between I think we were around the throat chakra, the heart and the throat chakra. It came in, and I have no idea why, but it was like, it looked like that, that's kind of square face, the mouth, the green kind of body, the black kind of, jagged hair, high top type hair. And I'm looking and I'm looking, and I was like, maybe this is just like a dead body or something, like a skeleton I was seeing or something. But I was like, no, it was very much Frankenstein. So I don't know why that came up, but I thought that was very interesting because that was definitely a first for me. But moving on to something more positive, well, I mean, it didn't show up as like a negative thing. It was just an oddball thing. So, but moving on from something oddball to something different was that I got a channeled message from Joseph, and it was for myself, but I also felt to share it with the group. And after a couple of you had mentioned uncertainty and stuff, and just kind of in the place of where you're at right now, I thought this was like a perfect message. So what came through was, you are here to do great things. Don't get so caught up with where you are going, and just focus on the present and the here and now, and concentrate on completing the day-to-day tasks that need to be completed to get you to where you want to be. You are building something greater than you ever expected. Be that builder and take it one step, brick at a time, almost like brick by brick, and you will get where you need to be in your divine perfect timing.
Excellent.
Thanks.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So that was a message that came through. And then one thing I thought was very beautiful that came in was when we were going from the solar plexus up to the heart chakra, I saw like my ancestors, like my family, ones that I've recognized. So like great uncles, great aunties, grandparents, just great grandparents, like them standing in front of me, like in my room. And then next thing you know, I saw myself being like, they made a circle around me, and I was in the middle, and I could just feel their love. And next thing you know, I felt like I was getting a healing from them. Mm-hmm. And I saw there was one thing I did notice about the group was that it was very much feminine, like a lot of feminine energy, and just a lot of the women line, of the family. But there were men there as well, like great uncles and stuff like that. So, but I was in the center of them, and I felt their love, and then I felt the healing. Like all of a sudden it was like they were giving me a healing. And then I was like, oh, well, I would like to ask for a couple of people to join me. So I put Julie's mom in there on my right side. I was in the middle, and my dad is going to have like a little light surgery for like a tunneled infection. They're going to be cleaning him out this week. So I put him on my left, and we were just standing there receiving this beautiful, it was like we were engulfed with white light. The family was engulfed in white light. And the next thing you know, it almost looked like it was like white confetti pieces, like showering down on us. And we were just, the three of us were like looking up, hands out of the stuff falling on us. And we were just laughing and just filled with so much healing, love, and joy. I just thought it was just like the coolest image that I have received in some time, but it was just so heartwarming and so beautiful. And then of course, like I said, that Frankenstein image came back later, and it wasn't scary. It wasn't like negative or anything. It was just interesting. I'm like looking, like it almost kind of reminded me of like the cartoon in a way too, and I'm like, am I really seeing, like, is that what I'm really seeing? But it was just beautiful for me. So thank you so much, Alice. Thank you.
Thank you, Christine. Manna from heaven. So Liz.
Great, thank you. Good morning, everyone. And thank you for that lovely message, Christine.
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot of visuals. I felt it today. I just felt a lot of energy, strong energy pulsing up and down. And I too put Julie's mom in my intention. And for most of this, and still now, I'm still feeling a lot of energy really pulsing in my upper, my crown chakra. So I don't know if that's still healing or if that's energy that needs to be released, but that it's different from like, I've got a tension headache. This is just a lot of energy moving right there. So, but overall, you know, it was just, I think to Melvin's earlier comment, it's such a gift. The power of meditating in a group is just so powerful. So I'm very thankful for this group and for you, Atlas.
Thank you. I'm so appreciative of everybody showing up. Thank you, Liz. Andrea.
Yes, hi, thank you, Alice. I also had an intention for my sister-in-law's nephew. He's been in Johns Hopkins and he's going to be 1 year old in a few days. He's never been home. He's waiting for a bone marrow transplant. And they have to wait until he's a certain age, and his brother has a compatible, blood type or whatever, but he's never been home. But he's in good spirits, but I do want to put in an intention for him. He's such a strong little guy. So yeah, I'm always thinking of him. And I just want to say, echo everyone. I'm so grateful for everyone here and for you, Alice. And every week, our Reiki sessions, they just give me the strength I need, and they center me for the week, and they really help me master my emotions and just appreciate. I've become so much more grateful for everything. So I just want to say thank you for that.
Oh, lovely. Thank you. And Corinne.
Hello, everybody. It was very, very nice. I felt all the energies going up, going up, going up, and on the heart too. It was a little bit painful, kind of like unlocking, it felt, but it was very beautiful. I felt all the energy going up and down. This is what I actually needed, because I'm too in this uncertainty of my life. Like, what should I do? Where should I go? What? So that was really, really, really nice. Like going through and just unlock stuff that I couldn't really do it, even though I meditate all the time. That was really, really nice. And actually, since 2 weeks or a week, I'm praying too with the Saint Joseph. So that was actually very neat to hear. Oh, Saint Joseph. Yeah, that was really nice. And the masculine and feminine, I was like thinking this week, maybe I should start doing that, feminine and masculine. So it's always on point. Thank you.
Always on point.
And
and I saw Corinne yesterday at Sacred Circle.
Yes.
So that was that was special and everything. And I think
that was really nice.
Yeah, there are 3 people in the background. I think Ashley, Julie, and Judy. So Ashley, if you're still there, there you are. Yay.
Morning. Hi. Yeah, just want to echo everyone's thanks to you, Alice, for leading that. I immediately, I think, kind of just started feeling shifts in my energy field as you were going through and as we were going through the chakras. I think, so something I've been exploring recently is just getting more comfortable with what comes to me and sort of feeling out different like scenes and images that I get. And I know that a few weeks ago when Judy last facilitated, I sort of went into a past life and I was pretty sure that that's what that was. But this time I saw there was a clear image of like an older man. He was like joyful, and it came to me that he was like a Franciscan priest. And I wasn't sure if it was a past life or if this was like a guide, but it was very clear image. And he was like writing and drawing or something. Anyway, I stayed with that kind of for a while and was feeling different energy shifts and like movement and stuff throughout the whole time. And overall, like towards the end, like from the beginning when we started and like at the end, I feel like a shift. Like I was feeling like tired and like groggy like earlier, but I feel more like balanced and calm now. So I think even after we leave, I'm going to continue to, I don't know, sit the energy a few more minutes. Anyway, it was lovely. Thank you, Alice, and you.
I just got a message for you that was both a past life and a guide.
Okay.
So it's a past life, but it's also coming in as a guide for you. So if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that's what I felt, but it didn't make sense logically. So I was like,
yeah, it totally. You're correct. You're absolutely correct. It's both. So glad you experienced it, because then again, we have an opportunity to talk about yet something new, something different, so I'm very glad you experienced that, because you can be your own guide. Your own past lives can be your guides. So anyway, spirit is boundless. Spirit is amazing, so nothing is impossible in spirit. So it's a wonderful thing to have offered us today, Ashley. Appreciate that. And let's see, Julie or Judy. There's Julie.
Hi. So first, welcome to the new people. It's so nice to see your faces here. I also, I like can't even say how grateful I am to all of you. I don't usually ask for help. So the fact that you kept my mother in your prayers and did healing, I'm like eternally grateful. So thank you so much for this group and for the energetic support. I'm usually the strong one for a lot of people. And even now in this dynamic, people are looking to me, but it's so nice to have help for myself and additional support for my mother and family. So thank you so much. I also wanted to say, Christine, your message, I would love to read that. And it's interesting because last night, late at night, when I was reading a spiritual passage and I was asking the same thing. I have so many things that, I've talked to Alice about that I feel that I'm supposed to do, and yet so many challenges at the same time, so much uncertainty. And I heard in reading it last night, I heard the same thing, that, and even this morning when I was praying, that it's just one step at a time, one brick, I think is what you said. Yeah. And so because it seems overwhelming and momentous, yet with God, you can do anything is possible. So, it's same with my mom, I'm praying that, there's one person that lived 20 years with her disease, one person, but, that gives you hope and that says that things are possible. And that's the one thing that I'm trying to keep in my family. So your energetic support and prayers just mean the world. Thank you so much for this group and the light that you guys all bring. Thank you.
Thank you. And I think that's it, because everybody else, so Judy must have signed off because there's only 11 participants and we've got all 11. But anyway, I thank you once again. And Judy will be our leader next week. I love the fact that we have 5 different versions of this, because everybody's version is valid. Everybody brings a different energy, a different way to meditate, and it resonates with somebody. And if any one of you ever want to do a meditation, just to try it, I'm more than happy to allow you to enter in and everything. And literally, I composed this on the spot. All I knew was St. Joseph was going to be here, and I didn't have a clue what this was going to look like and everything, because for some reason or other, I just ran out of time. I did this, I did that. It's just running in multiple directions, and I thought, I have to trust. This is what I tell everybody: trust, trust, trust. So I have to trust that if, as long as I show up, it'll be fine. That I will get exactly what I need to share with the group. And I'm just ever so grateful for this lovely core of people that continue to show up, and the new ones who come in. Ever so grateful for it. So have a great week, everybody. And we'll see. And Ray, tell us again, where are you now? You're North Carolina, South Carolina, where are you?
I'm in Garner, North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay. So we have North Carolina, New Hampshire, we have New York. Melvin, are you back in DC, or are you still?
Yes, I'm back in Maryland.
In Maryland, Florida. So this is why I love Zoom, because so many different people. I know it's different. There is a different energy when you do it in person, but that would exclude a lot of people. So anyway, so grateful for you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Alice.
Okay.
Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you, everyone. Have a great week. Bye.
Love and
Bye-bye.
light.
Thank you, you too.
Did I leave?